Good morning, everybody. It's Lisa Thoman and Stephanie Burton and Cole Wilkins, and I'll give them a second to say hi too. We're going to first start today by saying welcome to your first summer class this year or over this summer. And we're going to first start in rapid identity. So make sure you have your 10-digit UID with you already and go ahead and log in.
Okay. It sounds like somebody still may have the audio playing. Okay. Okay, I think we're good to go. Go ahead, Lisa.
Okay. So as you're logging into rapid identity, for us, it's my.ncedcloud.org, and you need to have your 10-digit ID. And you should see something like Cole's displaying on your screen. It should look quite familiar with you. And we're going to go ahead and click on that red Canvas button. We'll give everybody a few minutes to get logged in. When you click on that red Canvas button, you're going to start to see what is called the card view. And card view are the little cards that have the different courses that you are either an owner of or a part of. We're going to first start today by clicking in our Canvas LMS for beginner learners. As Cole's going to scroll down on the screen, you're going to see your landing page inside the Canvas LMS beginner learners. And underneath our vacation type of icon, you're going to start to see what our welcome is. And so for us right now, the welcome is going to let you know what we're going to cover in our course, the help, and then on your screen, you should see a way to contact Cole, myself, and Stephanie. This landing page is a great way to introduce your students as you build and as you go further as on the teacher view. So before we go any further on the landing page or homepage, let's do some housekeeping. So if you have any questions as we're teaching today, go ahead and use the chat feature up on the right, left, or underneath inside your YouTube window. There's a few things that we want to make sure that you are aware of. Even though today you're in an introduction to this course is completely self-paced. So you have until August 15th to complete the course. And Stephanie will talk to you a little bit about the CEU credit in just a little bit. But it is completely self-paced. As you go through, we're going to show you a little bit about Canvas and how to navigate just so you feel a little bit more comfortable. And the three of us can be reached at the digital teaching and learning email address that we provided for you in the email that you've already gotten. So like we said, this is the Canvas landing page for this course. At the very top, you see what is called recent announcements. And we're going to click on the left-hand side where the blue button is, or the blue words are called announcements. When you click on the announcements area, you're going to see in front of you two announcements. So the one on the bottom is the one that is what you're currently in today. That is introducing you to this course. And it gives and provides for you the YouTube live stream. But then as you scroll further down, you should see a link for attendance. Please go ahead and click on the attendance for Canvas LMS Beginner Learners so you can fill your attendance out. As we go back to the announcements page and going back to where our others are, the Q&A is going to be our Thursday meeting. The Q&A for Thursday will have a YouTube live stream as well, and it will also start at 10 o'clock. That session will have the same format where we'll come in and we'll answer any questions that you might have had or are still having issues with as you're proceeding through the coursework. There'll also be an attendance link as well there for attendance purposes. Now, you see the rest of the blue buttons that we have on the left-hand side? Right now, if you move down a little bit, you'll see next to say people and grades, there's little eyes that have eyes with crosses through. That usually just means that our students that we teach can't see those sections. So currently, we are in what is called teacher view. That's on your screen. So your student view looks a little different, and that's the screen that's sitting in front of you when you eventually create your own information for your courses. So as Cole clicks on student view, this is what you will currently see since you're a student in our class, in our course right now. But as you're building your course, your students will see a limited amount of blue words on that left-hand side, so it keeps them organized and it also keeps them where they know exactly where to go. So in this student view, you have home, announcements, modules, and badges. So as you proceed through this course, these are the 4 areas that you will be able to see. But as you build your own course through this course, you'll have some other options that we'll go through as part of the modules. We're going to go ahead and go back to the teacher view. So let's go ahead and leave student view and we'll go back. And the next blue button we're going to talk about is modules. Modules is a great place where you can start your coursework with your students. And today we're just going to go through the overview of what to expect in this course. So the first module, as you begin this journey, you're going to start by creating a manual course and importing the PSRC template. We're going to give you as assignments, you'll be able to watch a video on how to do it. You'll have written instructions through a Google Doc, and then the assignment will be actually building your manual course. And then we'll repeat some of those assignments for importing the PSRC template. As you finish, you'll be able to complete. Inside your assignments, you'll have some things that you'll have to do to show that you've completed the coursework, and then you'll proceed to the next module. In the next module, you have how to edit a page, and then just keep scrolling and we'll show them the modules. How to edit a module.
Lisa, a lot of people are not finding the link, so you probably need to go back to the announcements and show them where the link is.
Sure. Cole, if you'll go ahead back to the landing page and click on announcements. It's located underneath the YouTube video that is embedded there. So if we went into the Google Meet for YouTube live stream, yep, scroll all the way underneath the embedded video, and there should be a link there that says attendance for Canvas LMS beginner users. And we'll leave that on the screen for a few more minutes. Cole, yep, there you go. So on the announcement itself, which is inside Canvas, clicking on the introduction announcement, scroll underneath the YouTube video that is embedded in the announcement. And it should be located on the bottom. Are we finding it? Thank you, Miss Sherry. Did you find it?
I believe Stephanie also copied and pasted the link in the live chat. So if you scroll further back up in the chat, you should have the link embedded in the chat as well.
Perfect. Okay, so as we are in the modules, blue button on the left-hand side, scrolling down to the bottom, once you finish the modules, is where Stephanie is going to go ahead and talk about the completion part.
Morning, guys. So there are prerequisites, as Lisa listed or talked about earlier, as far as requirements as you move through each module. But once you're finished with the actual course content of assignments, there is what's called your staff evaluation. That link will take you to an evaluation form for you to complete. And once you finish that, that will then move through the process of the certificate of completion, which you will actually get a certificate. You'll receive that, and you will need to print and send it to Myra Warwick's in staff development, or actually email it to her. That's giving documentation that you've completed the course to receive your 1 CEU credit. And after you have completed the actual certificate, you will receive a badge. The important thing that you need to look at for your badge is knowing that you just need to open that up. So what happens is the system knows that once you view it and click on claim my badge, you'll be able to, it connects with Badger, and you should receive a badge so that you can start branding yourself and having those badges to utilize in the future for your completion. Lisa, that's all I have, unless we have some questions.
Hi, everybody. As you're looking through the course at this time, if you have any questions that you would like to ask us, feel free and ask. And if we don't have answers, we will find out for you and post inside Canvas for you. One of the great questions here, how long does it take for the CEUs to be returned? That's really up to staff development. But as you complete them, make sure that you get them too, and then feel free and check in with Myra Warwick's. The last day for completion of this course is August 15th during the required teacher work days. So it's really going to depend on staff development. It's self-paced, so it's really on you completing it and then getting it to them. Yes, Miss Candace, it's about completion of all the assignments. Since they're prerequisited, you're only going to be able to do module by module based on how we have the course set up. But once you've completed the different modules, the staff development form is the first thing that you have to fill out in order to proceed to get their certificate and the badge. And yes, they do count as digital literacy and technology credit.
Miss Edwards, you were saying something about slow down. Is there something that you need Lisa to go back over, or because we want to make sure that you fully understand everything?
Miss Joni, you have asked about the green check mark after each completion. In some of the assignments, it's going to ask you for different types of coursework to be submitted back. So you should get a green check mark once things have been submitted, or you may need to look back and look for clicking the blue button to say submit in order to get that completion green check button.
The CEU credits do count toward digital literacy, which is what used to be called technology CEU. So they're now called digital literacy. So yes, they will. And they may end up counting in some other areas as well, because as you go through a lot of the course work, you are technically working with your pacing guide and your content area. So therefore, there may be areas that Myra can put those in as far as your content. I hope that answered your question.
Someone asked about, will you receive an email for each course? So yes, there are 6 courses offered over the summer. For each course that you're registered in, you will get an email from Digital Teaching and Learning, but the format of the course will be pretty much the same. Someone's asked about a screenshot for each section. So in each of the assignments that are given, yes, you'll have to do some type of coursework. Not all of it is going to require a screenshot. However, most will, and we've given how-to, depending on the type of device and the piece of technology that you'll be working with, to be able to complete it.
Ms. Watts, you asked the question about how do you get to your Canvas. You're technically in the student version when you accept the invite to this course. You have to open up a new window or a new tab to actually be able to function in the student view as well as the teacher view part. So it's kind of like I'll work in an area on my side, but I'll actually be in a student view as I'm maneuvering through my modules of the course. And the other thing is don't worry about the attendance. I know that people start worrying about the fact, well, I didn't get counted. Just send us an email and we will make sure that you guys are in the attendance for completing the form, okay? So that don't worry about that.
Miss Sandy, how do you get to the teacher view again? When you build your own manually created course, you'll be that owner or that teacher. Currently, because you're inside our course, you're considered a student. So if you click on your dashboard, you'll be able to create your manual course, but you'll learn that as you go through the modules.
And let me say something about the level of the courses. Beginner course starts off with the beginning of Canvas. It's just the basics. Intermediate kind of just connects with the beginner. But advanced is more of its own course itself with Canvas. It's just a higher advanced level of the actual apps and things. So the connection between advanced and intermediate is not extremely important. That's why when we started looking at holiday with the 4th of July coming up and the dates, advanced is offered before intermediate, but it's okay if you are signed up for advanced and take it before intermediate, because those are dealing with the tools themselves, not necessarily the building and the function of inside the assignments and things like that. Miss Melissa, yes, we are available during the PD for help and questions. We actually, that's why we set aside the 3 dates to have this orientation and then another day and then questions on Thursday. But with it being self-paced, we're always available to assist you with any issues that you have.
Some people are asking, is the coursework based on Power School courses they taught in the spring that just finished, or is it really geared towards the fall coming up? It's totally up to you based on whatever you may be teaching. I know some people have not been told or they're not aware yet of what they're teaching. So it's really up to you on how you want to build and design your content.
While we're waiting for a few more questions that might come in, I just want to thank everybody again for joining us. But also be very helpful to us is you could subscribe to the Digital Teaching and Learning channel. There are certain features that we do not have access to till we have a certain number of subscribers. It will make it easier for us to contact you in the future and to set a permanent URL link for our channel. As of right now, we cannot do that. So if we could get everybody to subscribe to our channel, that would be very helpful in helping us reach that threshold. I see someone had a question about Google Classroom reusing material. You can reuse any type of Google document you may have created. There are ways to share that out in Canvas. And that's something that will be addressed as we go through the courses, how to leverage content that you have already created. You should see a red subscribe button on the YouTube channel, and you should see it directly below the video, I believe, as well, if you're watching live today.
The question was asked about you signed up for more than one course. Will you receive an email for each course? Yes. That email should come out probably the Thursday prior to the course beginning that next week. It may come between Wednesday or Thursday, so that we can make sure everybody's able to sign in and the invites are sent. Because we've worked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with issues that people have had as far as signing up and making sure that everybody was, had their email invite and things like that.
And just to remind everybody, if this video went a little too quickly for you today, or if you had issues with trying to follow along, this is a live stream, but immediately after the live stream ends, give it a few seconds and you should be able to play the video back. So if you needed to watch back over something to review it, or if you missed something the first go around, you can replay this video as many times as you'd like. And we will be having our follow-up Q&A session later this week on Thursday at 10 a.m.
Mr. Tyler, your question about can you send us your email address? Yes, we can put that information in the chat, as well as we can also look at it again, Cole, on the screen on the home page. There should be some information there with our contact information. But yes, we can put everything in the chat for you to be able to see our email addresses.
Our content information should be directly below this help icon here. Now, for whatever reason, my computer is just having issues with it. loading that particular image, but all of our contact information is located at the bottom of every course. The video is not going to be emailed. The same link that you received to watch today's live stream will be the same link that you will go back to rewatch it. Okay, we've just heard that other people are having issue seeing that same image with the contact information, so we'll go back and revisit that and try to re-upload it and make sure that that is visible to everybody as soon as this video ends. I guess, do we have any final questions before we wrap up today's video?
Ms. Joni, we will check on that as far as your assignments and email you back and let you know. We'll actually have to masquerade you and see what you see on your side. So we'll get back with you with that question. I see where you've emailed us, so we'll get some clarification. And I know that some of you are asking about signing up for other courses. And technically the registration is closed for signing up for the courses at this point. And if we have the we'll have to give you an update on, you know, the possibility of that happening, because we're technically watching over 900 people, or probably close to 1,000 people right now.
But at this time, if you guys have no further questions, you are more than welcome to leave or exit the meeting, and we hope to see you at Thursday's Q&A session if you have any questions. Go ahead, Ms. Locklear.
You guys have a great day. And again, if you need us, email us. You know how to get up with us, and we will assist you in any way we can.
All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's live stream. Feel free to revisit the same link to replay this video later if you need a refresh. And we'll see everybody Thursday. Thank you for coming.